Hey everyone, welcome to the David to David Pick'em Show, the only high school football show in Georgia, hosted by two Davids. My name is David Roberts.
My name's David Almeida.
And we're going to be talking some high school football, week 4.5, if you will. Only one completed game last week, and then we had another one on Monday, Pinecrest. So let's jump right into it. Lakeside DeKalb gets Central.
Right, and Central pretty much beat the brakes off this team last year. It was 47-0. They don't. Lakeside DeKalb doesn't look very strong again this year, so I think Central will get that pretty easily.
Yeah. Lakeside 1-9 last year. You mentioned 47-0 last year. One thing to mention, they only have 50 players on their roster, which is tough for any 7A program to do.
Right.
They had 114 last year, so must have had a lot of players graduate. That brings us to Dawson County and Denmark. Dawson County, they're 3-0, and they won this game last year.
Right, and it was Pinecrest's first loss as a program. Denmark's.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking right
No
now,
worries.
but yeah, Denmark's first as a program, and but I think that's a different team than this year. The 5-5 team is not the same this year. I think they got plenty of people to help get them over the hump there, and I think Denmark gets that win.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I think Denmark's much stronger than last year, and I don't think anyone would debate that one. One player to look out for Dawson is running back Sean Thomas, 5'11", 168. He's their best weapon on offense. He's got 30 carries for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns their first 2 games. So he's going to be one to look at for Denmark. Peachtree Ridge, they're 0-2. They're still looking for their first win. We didn't see them last week.
Yeah, we saw them get out 7-0 against Lambert, and then the game just kind of went away.
Yeah.
But Peachtree Ridge kind of had some improvements this year from last year. They still haven't gotten the first win, but they've looked a little bit, they've looked improved.
Yeah.
I still think West gets it though. I think West gets their first win against Peachtree Ridge.
Yeah. Peachtree Ridge, maybe a little better than that 0-2 record indicates. I don't know how that would have played out against Lambert. It was shaping up to be a pretty tough game. I know Lambert moved the ball on them. But Peachtree, went 1-9 last year. They lost 28-7 last year to West. Jalen Lee is a defensive end who's a playmaker for them. He's been all over the field this year, creating havoc plays. And I actually like Peachtree Ridge to go into West and get that first win. I think it's going to happen. So I'm going to go put them on upset alert, if you will. Whitefield, they get Pinecrest. Now you get to talk about Pinecrest.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, Pinecrest, they've, as Coach Mathis told me, they have kind of a rough go right now. They play on Monday, have 3 days to recover and prepare for Whitefield.
Yeah.
But I that's going to be tough on them. They're playing with 25 players right now, and I think they'll unfortunately Pinecrest's going to kind of. It's not much they can do about it, but it's just it's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, this late in the season, you're stuck with the players you got, so that's going to be hanging over them all season, it seems like. But Whitefield 6-5 last year. They beat Pinecrest 20-6. They had Mount Pisgah last week, and they held them to only 103 yards in a 40-6 win. They had a 50-yard pick six and a 20-yard fumble return for a touchdown. So that's the defense they're going to be bringing to Pinecrest. But you know what? I like Pinecrest. I think they get their first win in their second chance on that turf, and I'm going to put Whitefield on upset alert. How about that?
Do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to our game of the week. Let's set aside those vegetables and get into the meat and potatoes this week. We got Kennesaw Mountain 0-3. They're going to North.
Yeah, this game last year was probably one of North's most, the toughest losses they had, and it was, overtime, miss a field goal, lose by 1 point.
Yeah.
But I think North has a way stronger team than them this year, and I think they'll get that win.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I got North in this one too. Kennesaw was 4-6 last year, and one thing to note, they've scored 19 points in 3 games so far this year.
Yeah.
I think North has that defense to kind of, be able to bottle them up and kind of control the line of scrimmage and be able to come away with that W, and I think they will. And that does it for us. You can follow along on Twitter, Forsyth Sports, or me specifically, FCN David Roberts.
And my Twitter handle is Dave_Almeida.
Yeah, and any comments, concerns, suggestions, drop it in the comment box. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.